Golden Bears will kick it away to... The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arizona State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues. Just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rush is on him. On target. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The Golden Bears offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game, Jesse? Easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he
breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Hope. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. He went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently, almost every single...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle. It's Rourke. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Wilcox. A little screen to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Hey, if you don't want to mess with the defensive line, this is how you do it. Attack the perimeter right now. Get it to your fast guy. That is a hard play to stop for a negative play or for 1 yard. This offense knew it. They got on the perimeter, and they got the first down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because...
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hope. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Golden Bears are on the move. The give to the tailback. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to UCF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got him. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They punt it away on fourth down. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take another shot here. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious, he's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers. All over the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Get set, get set.
Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The inside handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Arizona State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rourke. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And they swarm him under.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
This defense has just been under pressure. That's why they've got...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Wilcox. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Flying down the right side. Does the work itself with a pick six.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.